टाइटंस आज शाम 7:30 बजे लाइव स्टार स्पोर्ट्स नेटवर्क और डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार पर। This broadcast is co-presented by Dream 11, Dream Big, Tata New, and
hello and a very warm welcome to this special on IPL 2022. The match coming up tonight at the D.Y. Patil Stadium is between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Gujarat Titans. How good have Gujarat Titans been in this tournament? Who would have thought that they would win all of their matches that they have played so far? And they have done just that. For Sunrisers Hyderabad, didn't get off with a good start, but then finally got a win under their belt in the last game against Chennai Super Kings. So it is Hardik Pandya, the new captain in this IPL, and there is Kane Williamson, who has a lot of experience as a captain. But Hardik Pandya has also been impressive, not just as a captain, but also as a batsman and now as a bowler, clocking 140 kilometers per hour. All Hardik Pandya and Gujarat Titans fans would be happy with that, because he's just added to what is a supremely attacking bowling squad that one could get with Lockie Ferguson, Mohammad Shami, Rashid Khan, and now add to that Hardik Pandya bowling in rhythm. Yep. I know that Sunrisers Hyderabad have got a win and they'd be buoyed by that win, but Gujarat, how confident will they be? Again, there are weaknesses there, here and there when you see, but then when you're doing well, all those things don't matter as much. And somebody or the other is putting their hand up and saying, look, I'm going to get you to win. And that's what's happening with Gujarat.
Absolutely, you're spot on. And we were talking about Gujarat Titans' weak batting lineup. They're lacking somewhere in that batting squad, batting depth. But Shubman Gill in the last couple of matches has raised his hand and said, look at me. I'm your generational talent. I am your superstar batter, and trust me, I'll win you matches. And he has won 2 matches for them back to back, and is looking, when Shubman Gill plays like that, he's a different beast altogether. But this Gujarat Titans squad, the bowling attack, as you said, terrific bowling attack. They have spin, they have Rashid Khan, they have all-rounders there in Rahul Tewatia and Hardik Pandya. So a brilliant start, a dream start for Hardik Pandya and this squad which we are looking at.
That's right. Likely playing 11 for Gujarat. We've gone in with the same team because I really don't see Hardik Pandya changing this squad. You know what they say? Something that ain't broken, don't fix it. So I think with Gujarat Titans, given that they've been winning so far in the tournament, I don't see any changes. Sudarshan also got off to a good start in the last game. Matthew Wade, yes, some people can say that, some 30-odd runs in 3 matches, not good enough, but I feel like he'll get another chance. But look at that bowling with Rashid Khan, Lockie Ferguson and Mohammad Shami. Darshan Nalkande, of course, they might change him, but again, why do I get the feeling that there will be no changes with this outfit, which has been winning them the games?
Absolutely, and surprisingly, Nalkande bowled just 1 over in the last match, so it might happen that he might not get a chance. But again, looking at the way Hardik Pandya is leading this side, he has taken notes from MS Dhoni, a very good friend of his, and although he has played under Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma as well, so you can look at that sort of assurance he's giving to his players. Shubman Gill beat Matthew Wade. He has brought in B. Sai Sudarshan, who looked good in the first match, and even Abhinav Manohar in that team. So this squad is looking good, and a very well led squad by Hardik Pandya. He should get some credit for the way he has captained so far.
Okay, now for Sunrisers Hyderabad, they've only heard criticism from the time this IPL began. Even before that, in the auction, the players that were retained, finally their top order came good in the last game. Not too many people would have given them the chance, given how they'd performed in the earlier games. But Abhishek Sharma showing that, hey, if you're giving me the opportunity, I'm going to try and do my best. I still feel Kane Williamson, I don't know, Kane Williamson as an opener, is that something that they will stick with? Because, yes, among the runs, but strike rate, not good enough. Then Rahul Tripathi showing what he can do, what he had done for Kolkata Knight Riders that he did for Sunrisers Hyderabad in the last game. But again, you look at their bowling, and I feel like the bowling is much better right now than their batting. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Bhuvneshwar Kumar started the tournament really well, but I feel like the speed's not the same. Though T. Natarajan, I think the standout bowler with Washington Sundar. And please, I mean, can somebody tell them to just send Washington Sundar up the order? Somebody needs to.
I think they need to make this change and send Washi Sundar up in the order, and even make Rahul Tripathi open the innings when he's in such a good touch. He's an enforcer in the power play. We have seen that in the past for Kolkata Knight Riders. And Abhishek Sharma, even if he's not getting runs, then Rahul Tripathi can keep the scoreboard ticking, which was missing in the last match when Kane Williamson was really struggling to get those boundaries in the power plays. And then you have good power hitters in that lineup as well. Nicholas Puran is there. Abdul Samad is not playing, didn't play in the last match, but he's also in the contention to be in the 11. But good top order, but they just need to make that batting order fix and give players assurance. Rahul Tripathi has done well as a finisher as well, but his natural position is in the opening slot, so make him open. Kane Williamson come back and be the anchor in the middle order, not in the power play, where in the power play you need runs, and Rahul Tripathi can give you those quick runs up front.
Okay, now let's also take a look at the Fantasy 11. So all of you, if you've been playing Fantasy, playing on the Fantasy app or any of them, then the Fantasy 11's coming up in a moment. But the two teams, who do you think has a bigger chance today between Sunrisers Hyderabad and Gujarat Titans? It's a difficult one because Sunrisers just won and they've shown what they can do if they get going. But Gujarat also, the other thing about Gujarat is that they may have won all their matches, but not the most emphatic wins for them. They've been close matches that they've just ended up winning. Rahul Tripathi being the hero there.
Absolutely, and this is what Gujarat Titans would look to mend in the upcoming matches and win some matches comprehensively. But looking at the squads, I think Sunrisers' top order won't be able to handle the fierce pace of this Gujarat Titans bowling attack. Mohammad Shami clocking 140 plus, Lockie Ferguson clocking 150 plus. I think that will be too much to handle for the likes of Abhishek Sharma or even Rahul Tripathi in that order. Although Makram and Nicholas Puran has a good record against spinner, but against pace, I'm not sure whether they can handle
and
150.
The price tag, I think he in one of the matches I saw him, he scored I think 30 odd or something. But otherwise, the price tag, Brian Lara has sat him down, has spoken to him, has talked about how he needs to respect the bowlers, who he's playing against. But clearly right now, Nicholas Puran is not coming in his own. So, okay, let's also then tell you that we'll get you the Fantasy 11, but be careful when you play. This is... there is some amount of risk involved when it comes to Fantasy 11, so just make sure that you have that in mind. Now let's take a look at the Fantasy 11 that we've got for you for this game. You want to take them through it?
Lockie Ferguson is our captain, and why not? The kind of form he has shown, and as what I was saying just a few minutes back, I think Lockie Ferguson's pace will be too much to handle for the likes of Abhishek Sharma or even Kane Williamson, who I don't think is 100% fit in whatever matches I've seen Kane Williamson play. His right elbow, he's not getting those, the slog sweeps which Kane Williamson used to hit so well when he was fully fit. So I don't think Kane is at his 100%, but yes, Lockie Ferguson is our captain just because of the reason of his express pace and the control he has. Umran Malik has 150 plus as in his kitty as well, but the control which Lockie Ferguson has can nail those Yorkers, can bowl hard lengths and trouble the batters. That is why he's the captain of our team.
And in two matches, last two matches, one he's got 3 wickets and the other one 4 wickets. So, good bet. And that pace can trouble anybody. And not just the pace, he is really accurate with his bowling, and express pace can, like Shubman said, can be difficult for anybody in this format. Okay, then we'll move on. I know that Nicholas Puran is not really, the Nicholas Puran that we've seen even in CPL. But why do I get the feeling that Nicholas Puran will come good at some moment? And I feel like today is that moment. Sometimes you just look at the player and you say, you know what, he has the skill, he's done it. maybe today is going to be his day, and that's where you just take a bet on them. So yeah, Nicholas Pooran.
True, and good shout because of the fragility of Sunrisers' batting unit. Nicholas Pooran will definitely get a hit in the park today, but his battle against Rashid Khan will define his innings. I'm pretty sure that Rashid Khan is going to throw Rashid Khan. Hardik Pandya is going to throw Rashid Khan when Pooran is at the crease, and that left-handed combination against leg break bowling, Rashid Khan's classy bowling, I think that is going to define Nicholas Pooran. If he can respect, as you were saying, Brian Lara is telling Nicholas Pooran to respect. If he can respect Rashid Khan in those 4 overs he plays, then I think Nicholas Pooran can get going in today's match.
Okay, then we'll move on to who else but Shubman Gill. Oh my goodness, Shubman Gill, and he really missed out on that 100 in the last game, but he looked so good. This is Shubman Gill, and when you look at him in that classical mold, you really know that Indian future is in good hands. If you see players like Shubman Gill bat like the way they do, I mean T20 or not, it's wonderful to watch. So Shubman Gill in form amongst the runs, and such a pleasure to watch. He has to be there in our Fantasy 11.
Oh, absolutely. And in Shubman Gill, you are seeing the next phase of Indian cricket. We are talking about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma in today's generation, but Shubman Gill is going to be the next phase of Indian cricket. Such is his extraordinary batting talent. He's just simply breathtaking to watch. And when he is on song, he has pulled Pat Cummins, a peak Pat Cummins at the Gaba. So why not? So you can see the talent, you can see the confidence, the maturity in Shubman Gill's batting. Although we were talking about Prithvi Shaw offline as well, but Shubman Gill, when he bats, he's a different class.
Absolutely. Okay, then we'll move on to Rahul Tripathi in this. And I hope that Rahul Tripathi gets to open today. Kane Williamson goes down the order because he, even in the last game, strike rate, much better strike rate than the openers, I would think, especially much better than Kane Williamson. And he looked good. I think that's where you assess the player. Yeah, he's looking good, so we're going to get him. It's only a matter of time that he gets a bigger score. So I feel like Rahul Tripathi has to be there in this 11.
Scored 30 plus in some 17 deliveries.
Exactly.
So a very underrated player, Rahul Tripathi, can play the spinners extremely well. He's very comfortable against express pace as well. A very utility handy cricketer to have in your batting unit. As I said earlier, he has done well as a finisher. He has done well as a middle order batter, but his natural position is in the opening slot. So Kane Williamson, please make Rahul Tripathi open the innings.
Okay, then we move on to David Miller. When it's in the arc, it's out of the park. That's David Miller. He has to be there, especially because of the kind of consistency that David Miller has found in this T20 format since 2021. I was looking at his record. He averages some 44, strikes at 140. Again, in the tournament so far, we haven't got like this out-and-out hit which would make everybody stand up and notice him. But having said that, I think in one of the matches with Rahul Tewatia, he did play an important innings to win the match for them with Abhinav Manohar. So David Miller, when he's playing, when you looked at both the teams, David Miller has to be in.
Yep, absolutely. And even when he's not scoring runs, he's always there at the deep, fielding at the deep, and so there are high chances of him plucking some catches there as well. So extra points, extra bonus brownie points for his fielding as well. But yes, David Miller, such an experienced player, has been part of IPL for long now. International, South African international, knows the conditions well. India has played a lot of cricket in India, so hopefully we'll see the best of Killer Miller in this match.
Okay, then we'll move on to Washington Sundar. Now, I was a little torn between Washington Sundar and Hardik Pandya as the vice captain. Actually, even as a captain, we could put Washington Sundar in. He has been by far the standout performer for Sunrisers Hyderabad. So, maybe after the toss, I will see if they are bowling first. I would probably make Sundar
A straight matchup against Matthew Wade.
Captain, yeah.
Or even Rahmanullah Gurbaz if he plays today.
Yes.
So left-hander straight matchup in the power plays, and then we have Hardik Pandya,
Yes.
our vice captain. And why not? The way he is batting, he's batting in the top middle order at number 4, bowling all his 4 overs, picking up wickets, getting runs under his belt. So a perfect choice to be the vice captain, and even the captain if you are
totally.
Yes, you are torn in between Lockie.
Yeah, I think it's really, at the end of the day, even when we give these 11, the captain and the vice captain is completely like a gut thing.
Yeah.
You to go by your instinct and see who can win you maximum points on the given day. Okay, then the next player in this is
Sai Sudarshan. Yeah.
Sai Sudarshan. Now he comes in again 1 game old, but we had a choice between him and Abhishek Sharma, and I decided to go with him because again differential pick. Not too many people would pick him. He did play a cameo in the last game, which was, I mean, he got off
a good knock, 30 plus knock.
Yes, but if he gets going and he's not in too many other teams, we get more points.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely. So why not?
He's the differential pick for us. That's Sai Sudarshan. Then we move on to the bowlers, and Mohammad Shami has to be there in that list. Oh gosh, how good has Mohammad Shami been? To just see him bowl, and the wonderful thing is that when Lockie Ferguson says, and he's praising you as your teammate, saying it is amazing to watch the kind of rhythm that Mohammad Shami is bowling with the new ball. That means there's something special going on with Mohammad Shami in this tournament, and he's again shown it time and again. It's not just one game. He's brilliant in the power plays.
The value of experience and skills, I think Mohammad Shami, you talked about rhythm, and I think Mohammad Shami is best in the business when it's come to proper run up, proper jump, and a clean load up with a great follow through. I think he's your complete pacer in terms of skills. I'm talking purely about skills. We can talk about Bumrah's Yorkers, Bumrah's slower ones, but when it comes to purely a pace bowler skill, I think Mohammad Shami stands out in that department, and the way he has revived himself in this shorter format. Earlier we used to say that he is very skiddy, he only bowls hard length, gets smacked around in the park, but Mohammad Shami has shown that he knows to read the conditions, read the batters, and as the IPL is back in India, we are seeing the best of Mohammad Shami in T20 again.
Okay, then we move on to T. Natarajan. Now, I would think that T. Natarajan, beginning of the tournament, if somebody said that, T. Natarajan is going to be the pick between Bhuvneshwar Kumar and him, I would have said, yeah, maybe not. But T. Natarajan actually has been good for this team.
Yeah.
Just the Yorker specialist. He's the one who's bowling well in the death overs.
Yeah, Yorker Natarajan, as his nickname goes,
yes.
has gone through a very tough time since playing in that historic Australian series. Got injured, got a surgery, and took some time to recover, but now when he's looking in good mood, good form, then you can see those Yorkers flowing at will, and Natarajan is your wicket taker when Bhuvneshwar Kumar is not firing, Umran Malik going for runs, then Natarajan comes in the middle overs and in the death overs and get those crucial wickets. So a good bet. But if Kartik Tyagi plays today in place of Umran Malik, I think Kartik Tyagi will also be a good bet if he's in the playing 11.
If he's in the playing 11, so that you check after the toss who's in the playing 11 and make the changes accordingly. But in case you thought we forgot Rashid Khan, we didn't.
No.
He is there. How can you forget Rashid Khan from any playing 11, any fantasy team, and how he just goes about doing his job? I mean, we've talked about everybody else, but I think we've also come to a point where to talk about how good Rashid Khan is in this format, it's a bit of a, you kind of are running out of words because he's done this so many times, and to just
does it every match.
And it's incredible how nobody has been able to figure him out.
It's
those 4 overs from him, are pure gold.
Absolutely.
If you're not going to get wickets, at least he'll give you very little runs, so economy will be good. And more often than not, you'll also get wickets.
Absolutely, and I asked Hardik the same question after the last match in the post-match press conference, that why did you hold Rashid Khan till the 16th over, the last over he gave after the 16th over, and he said he's my trump card. I know whenever I'm in trouble, he will bail me out every time, every over, and that is what Rashid Khan is. Simply incredible, as you said. It is fascinating why no one has been able to pick him up so far.
Absolutely.
World cricket has cracked Ajanta Mendes, world cricket has cracked so many mystery spinners, but Rashid Khan is on different planet. And in T20 cricket, it's just brilliant to see him. When his googlies are not working, he will bowl you the straight ones. When his quicker ones are not working, he will flight the ball up. He's a terrific bowler and a joy to watch.
That's the thing. Like, I know that, Lockie Ferguson talked about how Mohammad Shami has the ball on a string. I think even with Rashid Khan, he has a ball on a string. He knows exactly what to do. And also the guile. To be able to bowl in, the exact spot. To be able to do that.
For a leg spinner, it's very, very tough. Trust me, for finger spinners, accurate bowling is far more easier than a leg spinner. And when you see Rashid Khan's action, it's complete round arm action. So it becomes even more difficult to control that line. So Rashid Khan is simply incredible. If I go on about Rashid Khan, this episode will be separate on him.
This is after we said we're at loss for words, when we have not too many words to talk about, to explain Rashid Khan and what he brings to the table. But that's our Fantasy 11. What do you think of it? Do put in the comments and our suggestions for this show. Also, News 9 Sports, as we've been teasing for the last, 1 week or so. Do subscribe. That's the place where you'll get all the videos from the world of sports, not just cricket, the world of sports. I'm putting it out there, the world of sports. We cover everything extensively. Okay, just before we go, in case you wanted to take a look at the probable 11 for the two teams, let's put them up. That's for Sunrisers Hyderabad, the likely 11. I don't see too many changes. The only one that possibly can be different from here is that Romario Shepherd can sit out and Marco Jansen can be brought in, but wasn't the most impressive in the first game that he played, which is the last game that Sunrisers played against Chennai Super Kings. But otherwise, looks like this will be the team. I think they will also stick with Umran Malik, but then that's just me. Maybe it'll change. But that's the likely 11 for Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now let's take a look at the likely 11 for GT. Yes, it's Hardik Pandya, the captain, and how good has he been? A revelation, really. I think a lot of people would right now, especially the ones who criticized him, saying, Hardik Pandya, the captain, doesn't look like he can really be a leader. He's showing he can be that. And then you look at that side. Again, no changes really. Do you see any changes? I don't see any.
Really not.
Matthew Wade, you're saying maybe, but I don't know.
Darshan Nalkande is only the soft spot in that playing 11, and if they want to go back to Varun Aaron, if he's fit, then I think Varun Aaron will come in, and I think it's an outside call. Maybe Rahmanullah Gurbaz might come in for Matthew Wade, but yes, as you said, Matthew Wade might get another shot in it.
I don't see Gujarat Titans really messing with that 11. That's a winning combination they've got. They're not going to change it, but who knows. Okay, that's it then. Do join us at 6:30 on TV9 Bharatvarsh, जहाँ पे हिंदी में हम इसी मैच के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे, और फिर at 7 o'clock again. Right here, we'll also get you, details after the toss, whether any changes will be made to our Fantasy 11. That we'll also discuss. So that'll be at 7 o'clock, exactly at the toss time. Do come and join us back here. For now, this is it from us, Shubman and me. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Rashid Khan